How narcissists end their relationships. 5 dirty ways narcissists always end relationships. Ever dated someone charming yet cold? Attentive yet absent? Welcome to the narcissist playground, where reality blends and sanity stretches. Love bombed, ghosted, smeared, and discarded. Sound familiar? You're not alone. One day you are on cloud nine. The next you are down in the dumps, lost in a fog of uncertainty, your heart left in lumps. 5 dirty tricks, 5 painful ends, 5 ways they break you. My dear friends, from vanishing acts to reputation attacks, from jealousy games to fighting flames, to the push and pull that leaves you drained. We are exploring it all. No secret remains. You have seen the signs. You have felt the pain. You have lived the confusion again and again. Checking text obsessively, replaying conversations constantly, questioning your worth repeatedly. But no more, not today. Love's sweet kiss turns sour, leaving hearts and terrors. In the narcissist game, nothing truly matters. Ghosted and gutted, smeared and scattered, triangulated and trapped, gaslighted and grasping, discarded and drawn back. The narcissist playbook of pain. These aren't your average breakups or typical heartbreaks. These are mind-bending, soul-crushing, reality-warping fakes. But fear not, dear viewer. Knowledge is power. Understanding is freedom. Awareness, your tower. So grab your armor, steel your heart. Your journey to healing starts with this part. We are exploring pointed into the narcissist playbook of romantic ruin. Ready to spot red flags and reclaim what's your own? 5 tactics revealed, 5 paths to peace. Watch till the end. Your pain will cease. Let's turn the tables. Flip the script. Beat them at their own game. Your journey to healing starts now. It's time to reclaim your name. Now let's explore the narcissist playbook of relationship destruction. We are going to unpack each of these 5 dirty tactics, starting with a move so cold it sends chills down your spine. Let's pull back the curtain on their vanishing act. Hobby number 1, the sudden ghosting. Picture this. You're texting your partner, planning your weekend, feeling on top of the world. Then silence. Days pass. Calls unanswered. Message unread. You have been ghosted, my friend. But why? Shocking fact. 80% of millennials have been ghosted in a relationship. You're not alone in this haunted house of love. Ghosting is the relationship equivalent of a magician's vanishing act. Now you see them, now you don't. But unlike magic, the pain is real. Ghosted and confused, abandoned and bemused. Silence screams louder than words ever could. Presence turns absence, love turns to doubt. In the ghosting game, you are left out. Ghosted, gutted, left in the lurch. Vanished voices end the search. I'll give you some session examples. A high-flying executive in New York suddenly stops responding to her partner's calls after a 2-year relationship. No explanation, just poof. A charming lawyer in LA blocks his girlfriend on social media overnight, leaving her bewildered and hurt. A popular influencer in Miami moves out while her partner is on a business trip, leaving no trace of their shared life behind. These stories illustrate the abrupt and callous nature of narcissistic ghosting. The victims are left feeling blindsided, confused, and deeply hurt by the sudden disappearance of someone they trusted and cared for. Ghosting by a narcissist is like emotional hit and run. They crash into your life, cause damage, and speed away without a second glance. Ghosting is the narcissist's magic trick of making your emotions disappear along with them. It's like being stranded on an emotional desert island with no way to call for help. Ghosted but not forgotten. Silence but still strong. Abandoned but always advancing. Remember, ghosting says more about the narcissist's inability to handle mature relationships than it does about your worth. I guess when narcissists ghost you, they are really taking the silent treatment to a whole new level. Talk about commitment issues. Recognizing the signs of potential ghosting can save you from the shock and pain of sudden abandonment. Don't ignore the red flags. Have you ever been ghosted? Share your experience in the comments and let's support each other through these tough times. Now, I'll give you some practical advice. Keep a support network outside of your relationship to lean on if ghosting occurs. Document any strange behavior leading up to the ghosting for your own clarity. Set clear boundaries in future relationships about communication expectations. Now, time for personal reflection. Think about your past relationships. Were there any warning signs of potential ghosting that you might have overlooked? How did being ghosted make you feel? What did you learn from the experience? How can you protect yourself emotionally in future relationships? Ghosted but not broken, silenced but not silenced, vanished but not visible. Is ghosting ever justified? Or is it always a form of emotional abuse? The answer might surprise you. Just when you think ghosting is the worst a narcissist can do, wait until you hear about our next dirty tactic. It's a move so manipulative, it'll make your head spin from vanishing into the thin air to poisoning the well. Let's dive into Narcissist's next favorite play, the smear campaign. Topic number 2, smear campaign. Imagine waking up one day to find your reputation in tatters, your friends giving you the side eye, and your family questioning everything they thought they knew about you. Welcome to the smear campaign, where your narcissistic ex becomes your personal PR nightmare. Hold on to your hats. Folks, studies show that over 60% of narcissists engage in smear campaigns against their exes, often starting before the relationship even ends. Talk about a preemptive strike. A narcissist smear campaign is like a wildfire spreading rapidly and destroying everything in its path behind a scorched emotional landscape. Whispered lies, reputation dies. Friend turn foes, families ties. Truth twisted, character assassinated. In the smear campaign, you are obliterated, slandered, shamed, reputation and flames, whispered lies in narcissist games. I'll give you some session examples. A Wall Street hotshot tells colleagues his ex-wife is unstable and unfit to parent, jeopardizing her career and custody battle. A Hollywood socialite rumors that her ex-boyfriend was abusive, turning the shared friend groups against him. A Silicon Valley entrepreneur uses social media to paint his former business partner as incompetent and dishonest, affecting future business prospects. These stories illustrate how narcissists use their influence and connection to damage their ex-partner's reputation and support system. The victims often find themselves fighting an uphill battle against lies and misconceptions. A smear campaign is like a toxic oil spill in the ocean of your social life. It spreads far and wide, contaminating everything it touches, and the cleanup can take years. The smear campaign is the narcissist's poison pen, rewriting your life story without your consent. It's like being put on trial in the court of public opinion, with the narcissist as both prosecutor and judge. Slandered but not silenced, defamed but not defeated, maligned but still mighty. Remember, those who truly know you will see through the narcissist's lies. Your actions speak louder than their words. I guess when narcissists can't handle the truth, they decide to rewrite the whole darn book. Talk about creative writing gone wrong. Protecting your reputation from a narcissist smear campaign is crucial. The longer you wait to address it, the more damage they can do. Have you ever been the target of a smear campaign? Share your strategies for defending your reputation in the comments below. Practical advice. Number one, document all interactions and keep evidence of narcissist behavior. Number two, resist the urge to retaliate. It often backfires and makes you look bad. Number three, quietly inform close friends and family of the truth without engaging in mudslinging. Now, time for personal reflection. Think about your social circle. Who are your true allies that would stand by you in the face of false accusations? How have you handled situations where your reputation was at stake in the past? What steps can you take to strengthen your relationships and build a support network that can weather a potential smear campaign? Smeared but not sullied, accused but not defeated, targeted but triumphant in truth. Is it ever okay to fight fire with fire in a smear campaign? The ethical dilemma that victims face. If you thought the smear campaign was bad, hold on to your hats. The next tactic is so cunning, it'll make you question everything you thought you knew about love. We are moving from character assassination to a twisted game of comparisons. Get ready to explore the mind-bending world of triangulation. Number three, the triangulation trap. Picture this. You're at a party with your significant other, feeling great when suddenly they start gushing about how amazing their coworker is. Sound familiar? Welcome to the twisted world of triangulation, where there's a crowd in your own relationship. Research suggests that over 70% of narcissists use triangulation to manipulate their partners. That's right. You're not paranoid. You're probably being played. Triangulation is the narcissist three-ring circus, where you're always the clown, never the ringmaster, compared and contrasted, never quite enough. Three is a crowd in the game of bluff, jealousy sparked, insecurity fed. In the triangle trap, love lies dead, triangulated and trapped, compared and collapsed. In the narcissist game of emotional relapse, I'll give you some session examples. A Boston power couple attends a gala. The husband spends the entire evening praising his young assistant's efficiency, leaving his wife invisible and inadequate. A Chicago executive constantly compares her boyfriend to her successful ex, making him feel he can never measure up. A Miami socialite flirts openly with others at every event, leaving a partner feeling humiliated and insecure. These scenarios illustrate how narcissists use real or perceived threats to keep their partner off balance and fighting for attention. The victims often find themselves in a constant state of anxiety and self-doubt. Triangulation is like a game of emotional musical chairs, where you're always afraid of being the one left standing when the music stops. Triangulation is the narcissist's favorite magic trick, making your self-esteem disappear while they bask in the spotlight. It's like being trapped in a hall of mirrors where every reflection shows you someone better than yourself. Triangulated but not trapped, compared but not conquered, manipulated but still marching forward. Remember, healthy love doesn't require competition. Your worth isn't determined by comparison to others. I guess when narcissists play Cupid, they aim for everyone but you. Talk about spreading the love or not. Recognizing triangulation early can save you from a spiral of self-doubt and insecurity. Don't let the narcissist rewrite the rules of your relationship. Have you experienced triangulation in a relationship? Share your story and how you dealt with it in the comments. Your experience could help others. Now, practical advice. Set clear boundaries about discussing excess of or flirting with others. Focus on your own growth and self-worth independent of comparisons. Communicate your feelings clearly and calmly when you notice strangulation occurring. Now, time for personal reflection. Think about your relationships. Have you ever felt like you were in a constant competition of your partner's attention? How did triangulation affect your self-esteem and behavior in past relationships? What steps can you take to build your self-confidence and reduce vulnerability to triangulation tactics? Triangulated but not defeated, compared but still complete, trapped but breaking free. Can triangulation ever be unintentional? Or is it always a calculated move in the narcissist playbook? Just when you think you got triangulation figured out, the narcissist pulls out their secret weapon. It's a mind warping move that'll have you questioning your very reality, from feeling like the third wheel of doubting your own mind. Let's uncover the gaslighting grand finale. Topic number 4, gaslighting grand finale. Picture this. You catch your partner in a lie, clear as a day. But when you confront them, they look you dead in the eye and say, "That never happened. Are you feeling okay?" Welcome to the twilight zone of gaslighting, where reality is whatever the narcissists say it is. Hold on to your sanity, folks. Studies reveal that a whopping 90% of narcissists use gaslighting as their go-to move. You're not losing your mind, you're being manipulated. Gaslighting is the narcissist funhouse mirror, distorting reality until you can't recognize your own reflection. Reality twisted, memories blurred, truth denied, your voice unheard. Doubt creeps in, sanity shakes. In the gaslighter's word, nothing's what it seems. Gaslighted and grasping, doubted and dazed. In the narcissist reality, truth gets erased. I'll give you some session examples. A Seattle tech mogul convinces his wife she's imagining things when she finds evidence of his affairs on his phone. A Dallas Oil executive gaslights her husband into believing he's too sensitive when he confronts her about her emotional abuse. A New York artist manipulates his partner into thinking their relationship problems are all in your head, despite his constant infidelity. These scenarios show how narcissists use gaslighting to shift blame, avoid accountability, and maintain control. The victims are left questioning their own perceptions and feeling like they are losing touch with reality. Gaslighted is like being trapped in a maze where the walls keep moving. You can never find your way out because the narcissists keep changing the rules. Gaslighting is the narcissist smoke and mirrors act, obscuring the truth until you can't see what's the real anymore. It's like being in a play where everyone but you has the script, and they keep telling you you are saying the wrong lines. Gaslighted but not extinguished, confused but not conquered, doubted but still determined. Remember, your feelings and perceptions are valid. Don't let anyone convince you that your reality isn't real. I guess when the narcissists play with the matches, they're not trying to light your fire. They're trying to gaslight your entire house. Talk about a hot mess. Recognizing gaslighting is crucial for preserving your mental health and self-trust. The longer it goes on, the harder it becomes to break free. Have you experienced gaslighting in a relationship? Share a moment when you realized what was happening and how you reclaimed your reality. Now, practical advice. Keep a journal to document events and your feelings to combat memory and manipulation. Trust your gut instincts. If something feels off, it probably is. Seek outside perspectives from trusted friends or a therapist to validate your experience. Now, time for personal reflection. Think about your past or current relationships. Have you ever felt like you were constantly apologizing or questioning your own memory? How did gaslighting affect your self-confidence and decision-making abilities? What steps can you take to strengthen your sense of reality and trust in your own perceptions? Gaslighted but not blinded. Confused but still clear-minded. Doubting but trusting in self. Is gaslighting ever unintentional, or is it always a calculated form of abuse? The psychological debate that's lighting up therapy offices. Just when you think gaslighting is the ultimate betrayal, the narcissist has one last trick up their sleeves. It's a move so cruel, it'll make you question if love ever existed at all. Brace yourself as we explore the final act in the narcissist playbook. The discard and Hoover cycle. And that'll be number 5, the discard and Hoover cycle. Imagine this, your partner breaks up with you out of the blue, leaving you heartbroken. Just when you start to heal, they come sweeping back into your life, full of promises and passion. Sound familiar? Welcome to the Discord and Hoover cycle, the emotional roller coaster you never bought a ticket for. Research show that over 80% of relationships with narcissists involve multiple breakups and reconciliations. You're not crazy for going back. You're caught in a trap. The discard and Hoover cycle is the narcissist yo-yo trick, where you are the yo-yo, being flung away and pulled back at their whim, discarded like trash, then pulled back with a crash. Hearts on strings, emotions and terrors. In this cycle of pain, only the narcissist matters. Discarded and drawn back, abandoned, then attacked. In the narcissist cycle, emotions get hijacked. I'll give you some session examples. A Los Angeles film producer breaks up with his long-term girlfriend right before a big premiere, only to beg her back when he needs arm candy for award season. A Washington, D.C. politician cuts off all contact with her partner after a minor argument, then bombards him with gifts and apologies weeks later when she needs support for her campaign. A San Francisco tech entrepreneur discards his spouse of 10 years, only to try to reconcile when he realizes she's moving on with her life and career. These scenarios illustrate the emotional turmoil caused by the discard and Hoover cycle. Victims are left feeling disposable, yet unable to fully let go, trapped in a cycle of abuse and false hope. The discard and Hoover cycle is like a toxic dance where the narcissist always leads, and you're always a step behind, trying to keep up with the changing rhythm. It's like being trapped in a game of emotional Russian roulette, never knowing if the next spin will bring love or abandonment. The discard and Hoover cycle is a narcissist bungee jump of love, where you're the one always falling while they hold the cord. Discarded but not destroyed. Hoovered but not helpless. Cycled but finally breaking free. Remember, true love doesn't treat you like an optional extra. You deserve consistency and respect, not emotional whiplash. I guess when narcissists play hot and cold, they don't just sing the Katy Perry song. They write a whole dance symphony. Talk about commitment issues on steroids. Recognizing the discard and Hoover cycle is crucial for breaking free from the narcissist's emotional manipulation. Each return weakens your resolve and deepens the trauma bond. Have you experienced the discard and Hoover cycle? Share in comments how many times you went back and what finally helped you break free. Now, practical advice. Implement a strict no contact rule after a discard. Write down all the reasons the relationship ended to review when feeling tempted to return. Seek therapy to understand and heal from the trauma bond. Now, time for personal reflection. Think about your past relationships. Have you ever found yourself repeatedly drawn back to someone who's treated you poorly? What emotions or beliefs kept you in the cycle of discarding and hoovering? How can you build your self-esteem and set boundaries to protect yourself from future discard and Hoover attempts? Discarded but not defeated. Hoovered but standing my ground. Cycled but breaking the chains. Is there ever a situation where going back to a narcissist can lead to a healthy relationship? Or is it always doomed to fail? The debates that dividing couples counselors. Now that you know these 5 dirty tricks, you might be wondering, is there any hope for healing after the narcissistic abuse? The journey doesn't end here. In our next video, we'll explore into powerful strategies for reclaiming your life and finding true love. From victim to victor, your path to healing starts now. Don't miss it. Alright, survivors and warriors, you have just been through a crash course in narcissistic warfare. If this video felt like a trip down memory lane, hit that thanks button harder than you wish you would hit that block button on your ex. And hey, if you found yourself nodding along, feeling seen and understood, consider buying me a coffee. Your support keeps this channel running and helps us reach more people trapped in narcissist web. But here's the real deal. If you want to build up an immunity to narcissists that's stronger than Superman's skin, smash that subscribe button and ring that bell. We are dropping truth bombs and healing strategies regularly. And trust me, you don't want to miss out. Remember, knowledge is power. And with every video, you're getting stronger, smarter, and more narcissist-proof. So are you ready to join our tribe of empowered, unbreakable survivors? Let's show those narcissists that their games are over. We have got a number and we are not playing anymore. But before you go, let me ask you a question. That might just compel you to transform your life. We have talked about how they leave us. But why are you in this mess? Is it recoverable? It's time to reassess before you bring them back or accept them if they return. Why not start an internal journey with a professional? See what's actually good for you and what steps you should take. Here's the thing, it's better for you to talk to us for a private session of self-counseling. Our number is listed in the description of this video. We specialize in narcissistic personality disorders and marriage counseling. So it's best to talk to us first. We'll assess what you are genuinely facing and what's truly good for you. Trust yourself and push yourself to take a step for yourself first. Let's talk. Because when you understand and heal yourself, that's when you can bring real change to your relationships. Are you ready to prioritize yourself and start your healing journey? Remember, it's just a one call away. Let's talk and kickstart your transformation journey. Stay tuned for our next video where we explore into powerful strategies for reclaiming your life and finding true love. Stay strong, stay savvy, and remember, you can and you will heal. Just start today. Thank you.